Every year for the past 6 years, Frank's put on some sort of event for the kids in his neighborhood during Halloween. This year is going to be no different. Join us as we go behind the scenes to show all the work we put in to do this 2-day event for the neighborhood kids.
This is Walloween, this is Walloween, 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 Walloween.
In previous years, we've built out modular walls with many parts of the haunted house integrated into them. This year, the spot that we're actually doing the haunted house is a little bit different, which means we're going to have to rearrange a lot of those walls to make it work with a completely different space than we're used to working with. Fortunately, we do have more space this year, which should mean that we have a lot more room to play with. Oh, you just want to find where the props is and put the walls around.
Make the wall, yeah.
Okay.
So we know the layout, because like some things are going to be dependent on that.
The drop wall is going over here.
You like it over there, by the door?
Yeah, we can get in and out easy.
Yeah.
I guess it's more like here.
Just copy the same layout.
Well, I mean, we haven't used that layout in like 2 years.
I know, it's fine. The kids don't know it.
Different kids anyway.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast that they're not the same the next year, so it's great.
Yeah, this is amazing.
So this is DW. What in the heck is that?
Wall.
Just a little acute wall?
Yeah.
I was thinking like this.
Where's the rope wall?
Right here.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like bend the wall this way, down. It's
And
it's a
then-
good edge to have open, you know. There's a nice little curve there too at the other shelf.
Potentially putting the projector here. It's literally like as you're coming through it, right? It's like bam right in front of you. Before you gotta turn and get scared by someone jumping out from behind this wall.
Or we maybe put hanging zombies in
Free
the same spot.
drinks. Goblet. Sorry.
No, that's actually not a bad idea. You remember how we did hanging zombie before? Might be a good way to do it.
I'll put him behind, like right in the middle.
Yeah,
Here.
and then he's in the courtyard.
So we're going full goblet in the middle. All right. So zombie, and then a mirror projector. 15 walls.
That's right, actually. It probably is, isn't it?
That works. Put picture frame right here. It has to be where you come around a corner and it's on your
Yeah,
left.
it's on your left. It has to always be on your left.
Okay, we'll put picture frame here then. PF. Trash can trauma. Is he going back behind the rope wall?
I think that's kind of cool.
Okay, trash can.
I don't even feel about it, but I'm really thinking like rope wall looks like outdoors. Like put the brick wall, make it look like an alley. Put like moonlight equivalent, right? Like a very mild light, maybe a flickering street light kind of a thing. Put the taser there.
A taser here?
Yeah, that's different, right?
We definitely need people to do stuff because like it helps. Hey guys, who wants to help? We need volunteers.
Did you give it one?
Ready to see how close we can get to this? So unfortunately, this prop, even though we used it last year, got a little bit of warpage from the...
Lovely floor humidity.
So we're gonna try to fix this guy up and test the projector.
The way this works is called the Pepper's Ghost illusion. That's the same thing they use on the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney.
We have Disney level props here.
I've said that. You've heard me say that to people?
Rock bottom pricing. As you can see, we actually managed to recover the mirror here. It's pretty flat. Frank convinced me on using glue instead of just trying to screw it in as it was before.
It's a more even amount of pressure.
Yeah, it's actually projecting the image quite well. We also discovered the optimal length. We're thinking we're going to build the main part of the house around getting this projector length correct. So based on our current design, we were trying to use a mirror in order to shorten the amount of space that we needed to use for this illusion. And it's working, but it's having the problem where you can actually see the mirror behind as well. And we're trying really hard to avoid that. We're hoping wax paper fixes that problem. If not, we might have to rethink our layout a little bit. Honey, I'm baking cookies. Do you know what happened to the wax paper?
Gone. It's right here.
And see the mirror behind it? Can't see the mirror behind it. One of the features we're going to build out is a rope wall. So we're going to have two about 6 foot tall 2x4s, and then we're going to go ahead and run boards across, drill holes through them, and have rope coming down.
bringing back some Halloween now. We got this perfect vehicle for bringing back large materials. Not really. Got some nice bendable bricks here, because every haunted house needs bendable bricks. And hopefully it won't go away on the highway.
This will be going behind our rope wall. On this side, we're gonna have a rope wall in front of this brick wall with what we refer to as trash can trauma. It's gonna basically be a pneumatic with something scary popping out of it, and I think the previous scary broke, right?
Yeah. So the goal is though, since it's a metal trash can, you get all this nice banging sound. A lot of scary noise. So, if you see this door over here, this is for my bathroom, but we didn't want it. So there's no door anymore for that. So we're gonna use it for Halloween this year because it's an old door. And we're gonna paint it something spooky. And we're gonna have the people open it. And we're gonna have if they don't open it, there's gonna be a string that pulls it. It's gonna open by itself. And it's gonna play some spooky sounds. We're gonna put some scary paint on here that's UV, so you don't see it until black light turns on. And then we're gonna have it say something, open me, or come through here to invite them in.
Come if you dare something.
Come if you dare.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to pace them a little bit, because a lot of the problems we've had in the past are people kind of like running through the house. So as they come through, around halfway, we're gonna have a door, this door, and that will hopefully slow them down, also give us a chance to regroup, since there's going to be a drop wall right after that. Over here we've got our threefold wall, which consists of a Dell monitor inside of a picture frame, which we need to touch up just a little bit. This has a bit of a jump scare on it. Looks like a regular picture frame, and then it gets you when you're not expecting it.
Wow, this is already done. Oh my god, all the spares are already done. Everything's done. Wow, thanks Frank from 2 years ago.
It's incredible how many things Frank put behind this wall. As you can see, the Dell monitor strapped in.
There's another piece of
A
wood.
lot of other stuff. I think these were all the relays, right?
Those are relays. Oh yeah, that controls everything. This is like the mastermind, I think. And that's the Arduino that connects to the computer over there. Top left, there's some outlets with a relay, and those exploded, so we don't use those anymore.
Part of the mirror here is a box fan vent that blows air when the image happens on the screen. Unfortunately, this is the first time we've set it up in this garage, and part of the garage door handle is in the way. Since Frank owns the house now, he feels the need to just go ahead and cut this right off.
It's not needed, it's unnecessary.
It's unnecessary, unneeded.
It's a waste of 2 inches.
It's a waste of 2 inches. It's going away. One of our favorites is our drop wall. We've just propped it up for fun right now. Ah! Here's your standard look at night. Obviously still a little bright in here, but... On the back we actually have some pretty cool stuff here, so...
It's a custom, terrible control panel. You got a whole bunch of remotes here, right? White lets you set them. You can set brightness for each of the lights. You have two strips here. You got a white strip that can also function as a strobe, and just a red strip that can also just function as a light. Having them red turns them off. Having them in blue controls whether they're on when the door's open or when they're not open. Having them in green means they're just always on. In that case, the white will be not flashing and the red will be on. And obviously each one of these controls one of the lights. One's white, one's red. I don't know which one's which. It's been 2 years since I've looked at it. So now these will both be open with the door. As you see, white's flashing. You can change the flash rate too with the knob. Red's always on. Close it. All go off. We got a little latch here, and this is how I activate it. You pull the gate hinge, and then it drops. And then we have a piece of wood at the bottom. It smacks down. That's what gives that loud noise.
The wall before the drop wall looks like a normal wall from the front. When you come around the back, It is the full control wall for the whole haunted house.
This is the buttons testing. They all seem to still work after being stored for 2 years. These are all our buttons here, and these control everything in the haunted house. So they're nice big buttons. They light up when the action's running, and it's got everything from fog machine to zombie to mirror, taser, spider, air sprayers, manual air sprayers to get everyone with. We have the switch over here too. Change a little light in the front of the haunted house from red to green. It lets people know when to come in. We also have a pressure meter here for our pneumatic system, so we know how much air we have to use. Certain props use air, such as the zombie air sprayers are directly just spraying people with air. We have the coffin that also needs air, so it's a balancing game.
This is the current state of it as it stands after 3 days of work. We've got not hooked up yet, but we have the taser over here on our right. Coming in, we have the mirror illusion, which we were discussing at the beginning of this video. And we have 2 fans mounted, one on the bottom, one on the top to give them a rush of air. We're gonna have a latch on this to keep it shut. Obviously all this will be gone. This will just be a blank wall over here. We're gonna have someone popping out from behind the back there through this little gap, but we're gonna have this area covered up with a tarp or something, some cloth. Our rope wall, I believe we got the angle right on, which is gonna have our, what we refer to as trash can trommel behind it. As you come through, there's gonna be a door here. You can open it really either way. If you open it this way, it closes itself. That's going to also be tarped off. Coming through, you can see our control wall on your right. You can see our drop wall.
Scary wrench.
On our right. And we have the picture frame. We're going to have one last wall we need to install. And then we have zombies sitting over here on our left. All right, Frank, how did we do based on the plan we laid out at the beginning of, well, the beginning of yesterday?
I think it's actually pretty darn close, right? Take that back. Everything's different.
Well, I think the structure, you're right. The
structure's
flow is very close.
The structure of where the walls are is the same. Where things are is completely different. So the mirror, though, that's staying the same. This jump out corner over here is still the same. And the trash can's still the same with the brick wall.
I think a lot of it ended up, we built around this mirror is what happened. We built around the mirror being in the middle.
And so here's the path, and you come in this way, right? The first thing you actually see is right at the entrance right here is a taser box, and that's just, it does some sparking, and yep, it used to be over there. It's now over here at the beginning. We made a new addition. We had an extra door, and that goes right here. So they'll have to open the door this way. So they'll open the door and then go right through here. We have some little lights over here to turn on. And then we have the drop wall right here. That's another big ticket item. That'll get them right there. We'll turn around after that, go this way, and there'll be a spider on the ceiling here that'll be rotating right about here. And we have the picture frame on the wall too here, which is it's a screen. It's an animated picture frame. It has some speakers and stuff. After that, they'll go up more, and there'll be the hanging zombie. We corrected this because originally this was going to be viewed from out here in the what we call the courtyard, which is part of the driveway, with a wall over here, and it kind of directs flow and makes it seem a little bigger. So we changed this though, so that's no longer the viewing area. Instead, the zombie is still there. I shouldn't have crossed it off, but it's viewable right from here. So it's more like this, and this is the zombie. And he'll be viewed right as they go out. He'll be on their left side, and then they'll come out this way. This will probably be sectioned off here through the courtyard, and then they'll exit out over there.
It's coming along great. I think there's just a lot of electronics work to do, right, Frank?
Absolutely, a lot of wiring, a lot of pneumatics, and a lot of building.